everyone. This is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen.
We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A-game.
Hey there, my Crimsonites. How is everyone doing? Hope everybody's enjoying their day. What is it, Tuesday? Because you know that I sit here and not know what day it is. Yes, believe that. I will do it. But I'm seeing my people in the chat. Hey, Father Sam. Hey, Gemini. Getting knowledge. Hey, Ebo. Hey, King Me. Hey, Dr. Michelle. We got Angela. We got Malika. We got June. Hey, Sandra. So as you come in, don't forget to hit the like button, because we are going to get some things together today. We gonna get some stuff together today, because for those of you who don't know, hey, Sheep, and thank you so much for the I was about to say cash out, the super chat, sweetheart. Hey, Masters. I'm not gonna say, don't say me, Masters. I have to remind myself every time. Hey, 30 below. Hey, Miss Bunny. Hey, Elgene. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar, about a week or so or more ago, a 7-year-old girl by the name of Jaslyn Adams was shot and killed in like not a drive-by, but like a shooting or whatever. Maybe not gang related, but whatever, it's a couple of wacky details to that. But in any case, she lost her life in a drive-through of a McDonald's while she was with her father. Hey, Bishop, while she was with her father. And she died and he did not. And so after her death, there were a lot of rumors going around that it was gang related, that he knew people were after him and that he had done something to his ops and all of these sorts of things. So the interview that I'm actually going to play for you guys is an interview that he did on WGCI, which anybody from Chicago knows that that's a super popular radio station. And so that's the radio station, Leon and Kyle. Y'all may not know about that. And y'all probably only heard of Kendra G because she had some type of back and forth with Mr. Man. So, so they conducted an interview with him like maybe 2 days ago or something like that. And I really want to hold him up in front of the ladies for several reasons. Thank you, Chief Rocka. So your short feeds are spot on. I like how you get in and get out with your talking points. Thank you so much. I want to hold him up to the ladies. And the reason, and we're going to talk about what he's talking about, but the thing that I would like all the ladies to take away from as we watch this interview, we may not go through all of it because it gets repetitive. But because it's like a 30-minute interview, so we might not actually get through all of it. But what I want the ladies to take away from this is these are the men that you want to run that way from these men. And for whatever reason, a lot of women will be with a guy like this and even have children with a guy like this. And if you are a woman who would bear fruit for this guy, then you're just as low on the totem pole as he is. And as he speaks, you'll understand why I'm saying that. This is a man who doesn't have any SOS. You see the thumbnail. He doesn't have any SOS. He doesn't have any handle on the 10 life values. He doesn't have any handle on leadership. He doesn't have any handle on these things. And because he doesn't have a handle on these things, his daughter, may she rest in peace, is now passed on. She was killed by a number of bad decisions that her father made. And so without further ado, we're just going to get right into it. Thank you once again, Chief Rock. I said one more time for your production and concise content. Blessings, stay original. Thank you so much. And thank you, Sean Perry. Thank everybody for contributing. I really appreciate it. So we're going to start this interview. We just got to get into it. Because I could sit here all day and just be like, are y'all serious right now? I really could. Because it's really just that bad. Hopefully you all can see this.
WGCI, the size #1 for hip hop and R&B. It's the morning show. Destin legend Leon Rogers, the beautiful Kendra G, myself, the shortest man in Chicago, Kyle. We're having a conversation right now, one that, we wish we did not have to have, but we are going to have it nonetheless. We all know, unfortunately, we lost 7-year-old Jaslyn Adams a week or so ago to gun violence on the west side of Chicago and everything that went down at the McDonald's. And on the line right now, on Zoom right now, we have our father, John Tay Adams, here to speak with us about everything that's going on. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning to y'all, man. How y'all feeling? And I appreciate y'all for giving me the chance to, just to speak out and, not even tell my story, just to even speak out and be heard,
Right. So I want to say this up front, bro. I know there's a lot of things we want to be respectful. We know first and foremost, condolences to you and your family.
Yeah, appreciate
That's
it.
number one. That's first and foremost. Condolences to you and your family. But we do want to be able to have a real honest conversation with you about some of the things that we're hearing out here and be able to address those things today. Are we able to do that?
Yes.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead. You just go ahead, Kendra.
Like Kyle said, our condolences go out to you and your family. The passing of your daughter has hit my heart in a way that I wasn't even prepared for. So I can only imagine what you as a father and what her mother and real family members are going through. But let's just start from that day when you guys were going to McDonald's. And I want to just start with the first question that has been traveling all throughout the internet. Were you aware that people were looking for you because of you allegedly went on Facebook and said the ops probably know where you live? Yeah. And, shortly after you go to McDonald's with your daughter in the car and the car is shot up and your daughter is...
I'm pausing it because he looked dusty and smoked out because he is dusty and smoked out. And he is a bozo sheep. Like, he ain't even talked yet. And y'all can get this vibe. Plus, thank you, Dreamin' J and D Remedy for the cash apps.
Unfortunately, no longer with us on Earth. And let's just start there. Were you aware that there were people allegedly looking for you to potentially take your life?
Honestly, that specific day, no. Do I think that I know it's people have heard me, but that day, no, because see what you have to understand about me is I joke. I know they got me as a rap. I also do comedy skits. Like that day was just a joking matter. And like they say, the tongue is like a powerful thing. And so I guess I actually spoke something into existence. But that specifically day, I had did nothing. I had triggered no one. I had did nothing that day, And like as far as like the rumors going around, me urinating on the grave sites, not me in the video. Honest to God, right hand to God.
Are you one of the people in the video?
Not. I was on house arrest the whole time, man.
So you're not in that video that's circulated?
At all.
Okay.
Like
We ain't even 3 minutes in, y'all. He said, she asked him if he had any knowledge. Hey, Miss Sherry. She asked him if he had any knowledge about anybody that might be out to get him, out to take his life, and he's going to sit up there as a so-called adult and say, not that day. Either somebody after your goofy tail or they not. Ain't nobody after you yesterday and then they ain't after you today, not if they ain't get you. Goofy. Okay? Goofy. You ain't say nothing that day. The mindset. Okay.
So that day when I made that style, it was a joke. It was a joke. Could it be truth to it? Yeah, I mean, I'm a rapper. You know, I say things, and not saying I did things, but I say things like the people who are incarcerated for my child's murder are rappers. They've said things. You know what I'm saying? We rappers, we say things. So if that's what makes people look for me, if that's what you call a reason for people to look for me and do what they did, then maybe. But at the end of the day, I was joking that morning. Like, you know, my daughter wasn't.
Shout out to Sheep Stay Sleep, who did a show earlier about capping and about rappers rapping about stuff, but not really being about that life. And then when things get real, they just a rapper. He just literally got through talking about that today, and here we are with this dude whose child is dead. I know what it feels like to lose your baby. Okay? Even though my baby wasn't no baby. He was grown. He's still mine. I know what that feels like. I don't wish that kind of pain on nobody. I certainly wouldn't have been in position to do no interview half smiling and constantly plugging myself as a rapper. And I do comedy skits. Like we ain't supposed to hit a plug. And he doing a little interview circuit, because when I looked up the GCI interview, I saw that he had done another interview on another radio station. Who knows how many thus far. I mean, if people just want to take what I say, but I was joking that day.
Even with me at my house that day, like, you know, I had to go get her. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I guess I spoke something into existence. Like they say, the tongue is a powerful thing. Like, you know, and I learned that. So
I just got to be 100 with you, brother. As a black father, this is a little tough for me having this conversation with you, right? I guess for me, once again, as a human being, sorry for your loss. Nobody should ever have to go down. You never should have to bury your children, period. Especially under circumstances like these. But as a black father who hears so many bad things about black men being fathers, and I'm always the first to try to defend us, because I do feel that black men are responsible, that we do want to take care of our children. There are some of us that do want to be alive. And I have a daughter that's 1 year older than your young lady that you watch, right? So to see the TikTok videos and stuff, it brought something up in me. My man, quite honestly, you know, you saying you do what you do, and there are some people, you say there might be some people that are out to hurt you, that are out to do things to you.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to you strictly as a black father.
Father.
As a father, how, if you know that, if that's even a thing, if that's even a thing, how do you consciously make the decision to move around with that baby girl, knowing that there's possibly somebody out there that wants to do something to you because of what you do or whatever? I don't know your history. I don't know your background. I don't even want to get into that. But if that's something that you literally think about every day, how could you, as much as you love her and care about her, how could you pick up knowing that that's a possibility?
Oh, okay. I'm not I'm not taking nothing personal, sir. Like, you know, I appreciate everything. Like, but my car was brand new, basically. You know, my car was brand new, basically. I don't even have a title to my car. The place that even came in the mail, I knew what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at some point in time, like this, like I said, not about me, bro. I'm gonna, like, you know, my daughter wanted McDonald's. I tried the Uber at McDonald's. I tried the Western Union, but my baby wanted to see me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not gonna, like I say, as far as my actions or my past, maybe have something to do with it, but I'm not holding myself accountable for being a father. You know, I was a father that day my daughter died, and that's all I remember me being. You know, I don't remember gang banging. I don't remember what led to that, because everything that they saying out there is false. All I know is that my baby.
Ladies, I'm talking to the ladies right now. I want you to zero in. I want you to get real close to the camera. I'm talking to the ladies right now. Why do y'all have kids with dudes like this? Riddle me that, Batman. Why? If you listen to this dude talk, he don't make your brain flip over? Because my brain has flipped thrice. Okay? And listen, every hood dude ain't even like this. I'm not even talking about hood dudes. I'm talking about stupid dudes. This is a man that doesn't see anything. When you can't see anything, that means you're spiritually blind. I don't remember gangbang. I don't remember doing nothing but being a father that day. That day. Which tells me he's barely in this girl's life. I hate to say it, but he used that baby as a shield. And it worked because she took all the bullets and he didn't take none. Because that's what shields do. He used that baby as a shield because she took all the bullets and he didn't take none. You heard him say, my car was so new, so he didn't think nobody could spot him in that vehicle. This is how dumb this dude is. He didn't think nobody could spot him in the car because the car is new. It can take weeks for the plates to come in the car. And if he's waiting on plates, this was a little beater that he bought off of Cicero on the west side, okay? And one of them car lots, it's a million of them up and down Cicero on the north and south end of Madison, okay? I have bought little jip-jap cars from over there. You pay $2,500. You pay $3,000, something like that. You get the little car. It can take a couple of weeks for them to send the title and send the plates in the mail. By that time, fool, they done seen you in and jumping your long neck, dirty-faced itself in and up out of the car, because I know you ain't got sense enough to lay low and not be seen in the same neighborhood that you are offending people in. So you're an idiot. He knew, which is probably why he went and got another little piece of trash car. I know it's a piece of trash because he paid in full. You got to pay in full to get your plates and your title. So you got to pay a car in full to get your title. Okay? When you are financing a car, you don't get a title. You can get plates, but you can't get a title. So that was cover number one. Cover number two was that baby. Let me take her with me. Because he felt like his ops, whoever they are, would not get at him if they saw that baby. not understanding that these folks that show ops is just as stupid as you are. And they don't care who they shoot. And how stupid it was, they didn't even get you. They got your baby. This dude ain't even wash his face before he got on a Zoom call. And y'all are having kids with these types of dudes?
I'll do it again. My baby wants some McDonald's, I'll take my baby. Nothing's gonna stop me from being a father and putting a smile on my baby's face. Like, you know, like, and I hold myself accountable. I hold myself for making stupid decisions as when I was younger, but not for being a father. Not for being a father. Like, I have nothing but good memories with my baby. Like, I got other videos with my baby in my car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the first time my baby's been in my car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my baby always, for years, my baby ride with me in the front seat. It's just 7 days ago, something real. I mean, and again, if talking from you, from a black man to another black man, or a father, whatever, if people know that this your car, why wasn't a hole on the side of my car, on the driver's side? That says a lot about the people who's behind the gunman. If y'all know for a fact, which y'all was right, that was my car. For a fact, I'm telling y'all, that was my car. Today, I'm telling y'all. So why ain't a gun hole on the side of the driver's side? You see what I'm saying? So
he said that like he had a point. Y'all seeing the look on everybody's faces? Like, you kidding me, bruh? Leon, right here in the green hat, somebody should have told him don't wear no green hat in front of a green screen. But in any case, just want to reach through the Zoom call and snap his neck. I don't blame him. Why wasn't it no bullets on your side? Because you had your shield up, which happened to be a 7-year-old little girl. Your 7-year-old little girl. Bullets travel through a car to reach all inside. You ain't never seen that? You wasn't in no type of bulletproof car. Listen. Thank you, Masters, for sending a cash app.
at the end of the day, I don't hold myself accountable for my past actions, but I don't hold myself accountable for being a father that day. You know what I'm saying? I want justice for my baby. That's why I'm up here now. Justice for Pinky's on her head. Like, I go against everything I stand for that child right now. You know what I'm saying? I go against everything that I ever stood for my baby right now. Like, because it ain't about me. You know, a mistake was made, but at the end of the day, that's the problem with black people, like in the black community, bro. When are we going to stop pointing the finger and not start uplifting each other? You know what I'm saying?
Classic black talking points when you don't have nothing to say. I'll go against everything I ever stood for my baby right now. Why didn't you go against it for her to stay alive? Why wasn't her life 7 years you had from her birth to her death? You had 7 years to decide, you know what? All this goofiness I'm doing, I'm a father. And that actually is more important to me than running the streets and doing this stupid stuff. Just stupid. And I can't risk and jeopardize my child. So I'm just going to try to be a dad. You know, they could call me square. They could call me lame. They could say what they want to say. But I got a baby. And I got to take care of her. And I can't be out here wilding, doing whatever. And the consequences and the repercussions are back on her. Or my family. Or any person that I care for. Thank you, Ron. So I have a lot to say concerning the collateral damage that comes with blatant stupidity. Yeah. So when you don't have anything to say, when your head is empty, you say classic black talking points. When we gonna start uplifting each other? What are you even talking about? What are you even talking about, sir? With your spiritually blind self, zero foresight, zero foresight. This is a man that has zero foresight. And do you know what else he has zero of? Because there's no foresight, he doesn't have any masculine energy. He's in feminine energy right now because he's trying to defend and explain something that nobody asked him to defend or explain. That's what hyenas do. They come through to explain some stuff and defend some stuff that ain't nobody even attacking or asking them about. And the only reason that they do that is when you're guilty of something and you gotta try to get it off your chest.
I appreciate this interview, but at the end of the day, blame is not going to help nobody. Like sliding and killing not going to help nobody. Like, bro, people. I have mental health issues, and I've been reaching out to people about this for years. Like, it's real. Like, it's real. People wonder why I'm on social media. Why I'm on social media? Because I have nobody who I feel like honestly understands where I'm coming from. I feel like everybody who I talk to, opinion and advice is biased. You know what I'm saying? So I go to social media to people who don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody,
I know I keep stopping. Now he's falling on the I'm a black man with mental issues victimhood sword. Now he's falling on that sword. He's using every victimhood talking point that he could possibly use to exonerate himself from any and all fault, any and all accountability or responsibility for the events and his decisions, because that baby didn't make not one of them decisions that led to her death. That was you, bruh. All of his decisions culminated into that fateful moment where his little girl had to pay for the sins of her father. This is what I'm talking about. So now he's talking about mental health. So you never got no help. So now your health value is trash because you never went to see anybody about your mental health issues. So you spiritually dead. You don't have no foresight. Your masculinity is trash. You sitting here in feminine energy right now. And you telling folks that you got a mental health issue that you have not seen to and you have not seen about. Then your family value was what? Trash. Because the baby didn't live with you. You probably went to go get that baby every once in a blue moon. And then you used her as a shield. Your baby mama probably just as dumb as you are because she was even with your dumb self, goofy bum self in the first place. And replicated you in her raggedy womb. The only thing that was worth anything was that baby. Because she was a baby. And now you doing little interview tours to tell your story. And we supposed to be impressed that you're going against everything you know by having a pink hat on. Boy, you in feminine energy anyway, so what's the difference? You only wearing the color that represent the energy that you standing in. So what? So okay, knock it off. I swear I'm gonna let it play. Thank you, Miss Sherry. Said women must understand what my father taught me. Never sleep with anyone you wouldn't marry. This male is probably the product of a hyena clan. You know he a product of the hyena clan, girl, because he ain't got a masculine bone in his body. Thank you, Ebo. Said men like this need totally rewiring. Yes, he ain't got a masculine bone in his body. He's sitting there woman-splaining the whole situation.
I don't have a I love my mama's in my life, but everybody don't have a mother who they could talk to about these type of things, or a father who they could talk to about these things. Like, you know, I didn't grow up like that. Like, I'm a vision learner. I learned everything on my own, sir. I've been downstate on basketball teams. I've never had a liquor support. You see what I'm saying? I done had jobs. You know. But all y'all hear, everything y'all people hear is about the bad, and that's cool because you know everybody's entitled to their opinion. But at the end of the day, what's going on right now between me, God, and my baby, and I want justice for my baby, you know. And I will hold myself accountable for things, but not for being a father, though. Not for being a father.
Let's bring it up to speed to where we are right now, Jonte. As we stand right now, as we're speaking, they got one guy in custody. 18 years old, Marion Lewis. You know what I mean? The police tracked him down. He ended up getting into a shootout with police on 290 and the whole nine. So supposedly there was two guys that were responsible. They got one of the guys in custody and they're giving him formal charges. You know what I mean? My question is a two-part question. Does that bring you any feeling of closer to justice? And what do you know about Marion Lewis? Why was he the guy that pulled up on you in McDonald's that day? You know what I mean?
I mean, honestly, like, I'm not even going to say it was him who put up on McDonald's because at the end of the day, he's innocent until proven guilty. So I'm not going to get up here and just say nothing that I have full facts on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even going to speak on his situation. God bless him. God bless his family. Like, you know, but.
Did y'all hear this fool? Now, one of the guys that supposedly was a suspect in the shooting got into a shootout on the Eisenhower, which is 290, okay? Which is on the west side. He got apprehended and taken into custody. Apparently, they had been staking him out as they had suspected him in the first place. Because actually, this murder kind of hit Chicago different. It kind of hit us different. And the Chicago police, along with the suburban police, were collaborating to watch who they suspected of having done the shootings. Okay, because they were intent on catching these guys. Because like I said, this one hit different. I don't know why, but it just did. And so they had strong suspicion that this was the man that had actually perpetrated the murder, one of the gunmen. So, you know, he proved violent by trying to get away from the police, trying to carjack, got into kind of a shootout with the police, but he was not killed. He was arrested. Okay. Why is this fool sitting up here talking about God bless him and his family, and he not gonna just say he was the one that pulled up? And it's like, can somebody just pull my brain out with a stainless steel hook because it ain't no good now. It ain't no good. Somebody just need to come get my brain and just dedicate it to science, because I don't even know how I'm talking to y'all because it done flipped over 3 more times. I should have some type of concussion. Many times my brain done flipped over listening to this fool. We certainly not gonna get through 30 minutes of this. Trust and believe. But I do want y'all to hear a few more things.
I mean, it's like,
I asked because you came on and said you want these guys to be arrested. You want these guys to go to jail.
Yeah, I mean, and they got them. And so therefore, I'm gonna let God do what he do, and I'm gonna let the justice system do what they do. You know, until they give me anything, I can't say anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here up and make up a story just for no social media or nothing. I'm just letting people know. I just want justice regardless how. I mean, I just want justice for my daughter in a totally different form, fashion, where everybody think the way I'm used to getting justice, or I just want it this type of way. Like, I'm willing to come up here and tell people, like, this the way I want justice for my daughter, and that's really what I'm up here for. Like what you want me to say? Put the guns down so for these kids to grow. I say that, yeah, put the guns down. Give the kids a chance. That's what I'm here for right now. Like, you know, I just lost my daughter to gun violence. Like,
right. That's
what I'm here for now. It's about nothing else but the kids. Like, anything you want talk, you know, like, I'm not here.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna...
I'm not here to prove nothing to grown people or no adults. Like, my thing is with the kids, like, you know.
Jonte, let's you just cleared up the Facebook post about you allegedly knowing people were looking for you. You said you were joking. You had no idea that that was really occurring. Another rumor I want you to clear up if possible. There was a video of a girl, and it seemed like she was alluding to the fact that you may have said you gave the potential shooters your address, and in the video, I think she's alluding to the fact that her child's father also died to gun violence. So this could be a retaliation to you and then your life. You also cleared up already that you were not in the video that's been circulating about you peeing on somebody else's gravesite that has passed away. Is there any truth to you doing something in the past to someone that has died that they now will be trying to retaliate on your life?
I mean, if it is, I'll be incriminated. You know? Like, if it is, if everybody's so sure that I did something, I should be locked up. Like, if I shot somebody or killed, so I should be locked up. Evidently, I have done nothing. You know what I'm saying? So when they asking me about my potential baby's killer, he's innocent until proven guilty. Like, he's not guilty yet. Like, you know, he's innocent as of right now. But if they have, tell them to prove. That's not for me to prove. That's for them to prove their reasons, beyond a reasonable doubt, of why they did what they did. Right here, I'm preaching nothing but positive.
A strag. Because he has not answered the question at all. You saw this little Molly trot he did past this question, right? This man, this male, has not had any handle on any of the 10 life values. Not spiritual, not health, not family, not appearance, not dwelling, no mobility, little education, no profession, leisure time, probably got his baby killed, and a wealth of stupidity. Not one single solitary category of them 10 life values did he have a solid hold on. I want y'all to think about that. The 10 most important areas of anybody's life, and he didn't have a handle on not one of them. All 10 were corrupted and stupid and of the lowest quality that you could possibly imagine. This is a man who is leaderless, aimless, no guidance, no purpose, nothing. And y'all, some of y'all go and lay right up with this dude. You will let him talk to you with that preschool game he got. He ain't said no word that's got greater than 5 letters in it and more than 2 syllables this whole thing. And I bet you it's a gang of hyenas that can't wait, that think this dirty, crusty, he studied wiping around his mouth because he has not brushed his teeth. They can't wait. Oh, he cute. You idiot. Can't wait to jump this dirty bag of bones. And have a kid. With a dude that lived the kind of life that might get you and that baby killed. Because he don't have a handle on not one. There is not one part of that 10 life values that he has any hold on. None. Not one. Not one. Not one. His dwelling value sucked. He over there in the Lawndale area. That's one of the baddest areas in Chicago. That's one of the baddest areas on the west side. There are 3 main west side areas that's real bad. Lawndale is one of them. Garfield is the other one. And Austin is the other one. So if you were living anywhere over there, and I grew up in the Austin area, your dwelling value is in the toilet. It ain't nothing going on over there but gang banging, shooting, drug dealing, and hoeing. That's all that's going on over there. There's nothing positive going on over there. In none of them neighborhoods. It's downtrodden, it's dirty. It's eyesores. It's all kind of vacant lots everywhere. It's all kind of abandoned buildings everywhere. All kind of crackheads everywhere. All you see is Negroes hanging on the corner, hanging on the porches when it's warm. You know what I'm saying? Raggedy cars and drinking and getting high. That's all that's going on over there. That's all. So your dwelling value trash. Your appearance value. Let's just start with your basic physical appearance. You dirty. You came on a nationally syndicated, well, not nationally, a regionally syndicated radio show. It might as well be national because it's on YouTube now. Without having washed your face, brushed your teeth, or did any sort of grooming to present yourself as a man. You out here looking like a whole fool. Because you are doing an interview. That's number one. You're even doing an interview. And the interview is not about your daughter, no matter how many times you say the word daughter. It is about you. It is about this dude trying to cover his tracks. Now all of a sudden, he wants to have all kinds of respect for the streets and all kind of respect for, if you had respect for the street, your baby would have got shot. But you running your mouth reckless on the internet because you an internet thug. And now that it's real, now you don't even want to say, man, F that dude that shot my baby. You ain't even got the cojones to say that. You running around here talking about God bless him and his family. Because you don't want no more smoke. Now you scared. You running around here rapping about whatever you rap about. I don't know what he rap about. I ain't never heard of him. About your ops and this and that because you think it's cute and you think it's cool. You a lame. You ain't even got no ops until you made some by being reckless with your mouthpiece. Now all of a sudden, you got so much respect for the street and everybody in it. So now your appearance value is that of a punk. We talked about your family dynamics. Your family dynamics got your child killed. Yeah, that's the breakdown. That's the breakdown of your family. Your baby dead. You got to bury that baby. Somebody got to bury it because I don't think you got no money to bury the baby. which might be why he's doing these little interviews, trying to get a couple of dollars to put on to the funeral, because you ain't got it. Because as of this interview, that baby has not been buried. That means that the family is too poor to bury the baby. That's what that means. That baby is sitting up in the back of that funeral home, embalmed and not buried. Because this bum ain't got no money. And neither do her bum mama. Because her mama's a bum. Views with this bozo, she's a bum. What I really want to point out, and I'm going to play a little bit more of this. What I really want to point out today, just like with this little girl, Jaslyn, and just like with Micaiah, even though Micaiah was older and kind of put herself in a certain situation, what I'm trying to point out is the failures that got these minors and this little girl in this situation in the first place. See, I'm not going to just isolate the incident. I want all of it accounted for. I'm not just going to isolate Micaiah's life to the moment that she got shot by a police officer. What was her family doing that put her in that situation? I'm not going to isolate the moment that this little girl got killed. What was her daddy and her mammy doing that put that little girl in that situation? A situation she never should have been in. One she didn't ask for and one she didn't even know about. She just a little kid that wanted some McDonald's. That's all it was. She ain't know nothing about no ops and nothing else. This should anger everybody. Had that same energy for the bums that put these kids in these types of situations to be killed. Just like that Adam Toledo boy got shot by the cops. Even though he was, I think he was Hispanic, his family failed him. Because he wasn't but 13, running the streets with a gun and got shot by the police. Wasn't but 13 years old. Where are the parents? The failure of the family structure. The failings in the dwelling values. The failing of a value system, period. Don't have a value system, period. Not an effective one. Not one that's not going to get your baby killed out here in these streets. Because you letting Zaddy tell you how to raise your kids and what value system to put in your kids instead of having one that tells them they can't do that. My mama was a whole crackhead and I couldn't run the street. Do you understand that? Do y'all understand that? My mama was a whole crackhead and I still wasn't allowed to run the streets. I certainly wasn't running them with a gun or a knife. But you let these folk tell you how to raise your kids. Don't discipline them. Don't say nothing to them. Just let them do what they want to do. And you did it. You let them do what they want to do because you don't have no discipline in your life as a grown adult. You don't have no discipline. These chicks is running around here without sexual discipline because you'll screw dudes like this. And you'll pop a baby or 2 or 3 for this dude. No discipline. You'll create broken family after broken family after broken family and don't think twice. And then you want to blame a police officer. And then you want to blame outside forces for coming in and doing something to your kids, but they shouldn't have even been out there. That failure is on you. Mama, daddy. I I don't want to hear nothing about the pastor and the preacher coming out to march. Where were you to help the youth that had problems at home? So much so that they had to stay at a foster care system that chew them up and spit them out.
Positivity. Anything comes out of my mouth besides my raps is positive. You watch my lives about looting, about anything, like it's all positive. Like I don't let my life affect everybody else. I live my own decisions. Like that's my life. My life don't affect every other child. Or like I'm trying to change. Like I love children. Like that's who I'm here for. That's who I'm here. That's the only people I'm here for, to let them know that it's okay and it's like they gonna be okay. Like I don't care about a grown person or what no grown person thinks about me. Honestly.
Real quick, I want to say this. Is it frustrating that you're not really able to mourn your daughter's death because there has been so much conversation about you being responsible for it?
I mean, I'm mourning and I'm grieving how I grieve. See, one thing, man, when I was God, I had a relationship with God. Like,
if he say he have a relationship with God, he grieving and almost couldn't say it with a straight face. Anybody in here that has lost somebody close, you know that pain. Now, while everybody grieve differently, I don't expect folks to just be falling out crying every 3 seconds. But I would not be able to talk about the death of my father or talk about the death of my son for 30 whole minutes and really remember them and really recall them and not get wiggly voiced it. I got to, because I love them. Now I'm recalling them, and I'm recalling the moment I lost them.
Believe it or not, like I don't care what people think. Oh, he everywhere. Like this how I gotta keep my baby word alive. This is what it is. Like I have on her hair right now. Like it's gonna forever be this. Like if this how she want me to do it, this how she want me to do it. Like I'm mourning and I'm grieving. Like but at the end of the day, like I know God has me and I know my baby got me. Like so the outsider don't matter because everybody outside looking in and nobody really knows what's going on. Everybody could really only assume. I'm pretty sure half the people in the comments never even lost a daughter. Probably never been shot over like anything that I've been through. Like, you know, everybody just have opinions and y'all entitled to them. But that don't mean they facts, you know? So you can't really run with everything you hear. Like, you know, too many one track side of mind people are like.
Yo, you alluded to mental health issues, which is a serious thing in our community. With that being said, what state of mind are you in right now? And two, how is the family on both sides, the mother side and your side, how have you all been dealing with it, and how is the community bonded together behind you, or has the community bonded together behind you?
Honestly, we're working on that. Like, you know, like I say, it's a lot of blame game getting played, which I'm not condoning in, you know. Like I reached out, but you know, like one thing I'm not gonna do is sit there and like let no one belittle me. I don't care who it is, like, because in this time.
Y'all hearing what he's saying? They mad with him. They extra mad with him. They blame him. They should. I mean, I ain't gonna let nobody belittle me. Like a strag, spoken like a strag. Spoken like a true hyena. I mean, I ain't gonna let nobody belittle me. I don't care who it is. Translation, I'm not gonna take accountability no matter who say I should. And you right, Miss Sherry. He is all that twitching and moving with that phone. I just want to slap it out his hand. Just give me that track phone. You know it's a Family Dollar track phone. Give me that phone. Just sit it right there and move it. I double dog dare you to move it. Just put it right there.
Time right now, like we all need to, especially like the mother and the father. Like, you know, we don't really talk like that. We haven't been talking, but like right now, not the time for that. Like I've been telling them, but Like, it's kind of hard to communicate because of what's going on, but I understand. Like, I understand what's going on. That's her mother. Like, I feel for her. Like, she walked with that child 9 months, so everybody needs time. Like, everybody needs time to, like, to know, to grieve and heal and, like, But at the end of the day, what everybody has to understand, we don't have that much time because my baby has to get buried in a couple of days. So egos and pride must be set aside, if it's really about my baby. Like, the blame game has to stop at some point in time. Like, and I'm willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, like I said, what good does it help a man when everybody just blaming? And I don't care. But at the end of the day, it's time to stop uplifting each other. Like, okay, that man know what he did, that lady know what she did. Like, what you gonna do to help to better the situation? So that's why I don't care about talking to older people no more, bro. Like, I talk to kids all day for hours. All day. To get them to understand why they shouldn't do that. But a grown person, no.
Let me ask you this, man, because I literally rode down Roosevelt past the McDonald's yesterday. Saw, all the memorials and the balloons and everything that you see outside the McDonald's that's still there right now to this day. Seen it for my own eyes yesterday. What do you think, or how do you feel about the way the city has responded to the loss of your daughter? And I ask you that because we now have this terrible history of losing kids in Chicago. You know what I mean? We've seen this happen prior to Jaslyn, unfortunately. Now here we are with your daughter, the latest child that we've lost to gun violence in the city of Chicago. And how do you feel about just how the city in general is responding to not just the loss of your daughter, but just to the loss of these children?
I mean, honest to God, like, I never expected it to be me. And, like, the way she affecting people, like, it makes me want to keep continuing it, like, doing it for her. Like, whatever I have to do to keep this message and to keep this going, like, for her, I'll do it. Like, it hurts, but I'm also proud that my baby touched people, like, and my baby was able to wake people up. Even me, I would actually want to, like, live different. Like, I want more now. Like, like, I've had it. Like, my hands tied, my baby gone. Like, and I appreciate the fact, and I love the fact that she touched so many, not even just famous, like, everywhere, not even about famous. My baby had people marching from everywhere, like, saying her name and stuff like that. And, like, what?
Y'all tired? Because I'm tired. He done made me tired. He done sat right up here and made me tired. You don't have a message. You don't have a message. This is all for clout. She done touched so many people and you're going to ride the wave. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Do y'all hear me? It's disgusting. You gonna ride the wave of this baby's death to your little 15 seconds of fame. That's what you gonna do. You gonna try to capitalize off of it any way you can. That's why he trying to be politically correct about, they innocent until proven guilty. He don't want no sound bite that might stop a little check. So you still using the baby as a shield. You used her as a physical shield. Now she gone. Because you can only do that once with a human being. Now you gonna use her death to ride the wave for a little piece of clout. A little bitty piece of clout. And you want me to believe that you got any of them 10 life values intact? Your spiritual value is so backwards that you're on demon time. You're in the negative with it. You're on demon time. You was on demon time when you bought another car to try to hide from your ops in. You was in demon time when you put that baby in that car and rode around that neighborhood. And now you still on demon time because you gonna ride the sympathies of the city of her death into you, whatever you can ride it into, you don't even know. Because you don't know your butt from a hole in the ground. Are y'all understanding how disgusting this is? Thank you, Sherry. That was an old saying in my household as well.
But to be my baby, like, it made me want to change. Like, because if I continue to live the same lifestyle or whatever these blogs printing out, you know, that's going to make everything they saying true. And I don't want that, and it's not true. So, you know, I want to prove my baby right that I can change and be the man and father that she know I was. So at the end of the day, it's like it's bittersweet. It's a bittersweet moment, you know.
Jonte, if it's not too painful, can you take us back to that moment in McDonald's when you were in the drive-thru and what you were doing, like, you know, moments before the gunshots fired?
Man, honest to God, I think I was arguing with my baby about something. We didn't even get a chance to argue. To order. I think we were debating about something. I don't know. Our last words were some debates. Like, she was telling me something. I think she was telling me to call her auntie or something, but though, like, you know, it wasn't even no moments. Like, it just happened as soon as we put in the draft, you know, probably like 10 seconds.
Did you know immediately that her life would be lost? Did you know that those gunshots took her life?
I mean, yeah, because I know. I mean, yeah, because after she said dead, like, in the dead, he stopped. She said dead like twice and it stopped. And, like, you know, I was stuck, like, you know, and I'm like, and I just know my baby can't take that because I've been shot, you know, before. Like, I'm like, and my baby was face down. I'm like, yeah, I know my baby. Like, she couldn't take it. Like, you know, she couldn't take that. So, yeah, I kind of knew. I kind of knew from, like, you know.
My father passed away in October. This past October. I get choked up remembering the last day. It was a Saturday. It was a Saturday afternoon. I remember in vivid detail every moment of that Saturday. From the time we woke up and my sister cooked him breakfast, which was about the last thing he ate, to how we struggled to get him down the stairs because he physically could no longer do it. And the day before he could climb stairs, and the day after he couldn't go downstairs. I remember the last moment that I hugged my father when he was alert and up. I remember saying goodbye to him. I remember him saying goodbye to me because he knew he wouldn't see me again. He knew he would not. He knew it. I remember hugging him and telling him, Daddy, I love you. I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. I must have said it about 5 or 6 times. Hugging him as tightly as he could withstand it. I think I might have said that 5 or 6 times. I love you, Daddy. I just want you to know I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. I'm about to cry right now. Ain't no way. I remember every moment when I saw my little brother laid up on the balcony. He had passed away outside because he was trying to get air because he was dying of asthma. I remember the moment I stepped out of my car and out of my brother's car, and I looked up at that balcony and I saw my baby up there. I remember vividly his position of his hands, the position of his feet, that the wind was blowing a little bit. I remember vividly when my late husband passed away, the way his eyes rolled in the back of his head, the way he took those last few deep breaths. I remember that the kitchen light was on. I remember that the TV was on and it was playing a kung fu movie. I remember that it was 1:25 a.m. I remember that when he passed away, I went immediately in Discord and told the masculine mercenaries, my husband just died, y'all. He just died. I remember I was listening to BGS. I remember in vivid detail all of it. And I'm going to always remember, unless a lot take my mind, I'm going to always remember every detail until my mind don't work no more. Because that's how impactful the moments are, especially when you witness the last ones. You don't forget them. You can't. They are etched in your memory in a way that no other memories are. I remember that it was a smell of cut grass on the air when I went and saw my baby on that balcony. I remember his apartment door was open. I remember going in the bathroom. I remember it all. All of it. You don't remember? Just a little bit more.
If you had anything to say to the perpetrators of this heinous crime, if you could look them face to face right now, man to man, what would you say to them? Whether you know them or not, because it's, you're not going to assume anything. But what would you say to these brothers?
I just hope they find peace. I'm a man of God. I'm a forgiver because I want to be forgiven. That's the reason I want justice for my cousins, is so that they can find peace within themselves and understand. Because I know, I'm no saint. I know, but when it's time to understand, when I have to go sit down, and I did all that time in the penitentiaries, and I had to sit down and understand. You know what I'm saying? What I did, and who it hurted, and how it hurted them. I'm not on one, I'm not nobody's. I'm not God. I don't. It's not my decision. Nobody else's decision to deserve this.
Now it ain't none of his decision. Now it ain't none of his business. Maybe if you had been minding your business, your baby would be here. But you can't mind your business because this right here, ladies, is an internet ninja. This is an internet F-19. This F-19 exists digitally. It don't even exist in real time. This is the one that pop all kind of smoke. All with the Twitter fingers, just Facebook fingers. Reckless with his mouthpiece. This is the dude that'll yell something smart to you once he get down the block and round the corner. Then he'll tell you to kiss his, this and that and suck his this and that. Now he got all kind of smart rebuttals. But when you was in his face, though, he was real docile and he was real humble. This dude. See, I ain't run the streets, but I saw the streets. I never ran the streets, but I saw the streets. I saw them dudes. I saw how them dudes used to interact with each other. He's the skinny, kind of tall, lanky one that think he funny, that think he always got jokes, that think he always can say something slick and get in and get out. And nobody thinks you're funny, bruh. Nobody. Especially the dudes that killed your daughter. They didn't think you was funny at all. They didn't think all that slick stuff you was talking was funny at all. They wasn't laughing. You didn't think they'd be as grimy enough and on demon time enough as to kill a little kid? Well, then I guess you got your wake-up call and it didn't. I can't. 1 in the chat if you want to hear a little bit more. 2 in the chat if you done with the interview. Okay. Thank you, YOPTV. Thank you so much. Say rest in peace to the little baby. Dude been beefing with the guys that did for years. Saw Viz and taunting him. Put his child in harm's way. I'm starting to think he used her as a shield. Yeah, he used her as a shield. He used her as a shield. Thank you, Ronan. Says, expect a shameless go fraud me campaign to bury the baby and buy a pack of Black and Miles. Exactly. Hey, Kuda. How you doing? You gotta come by more often. I feel the same way, Prada, about these hyenas. The hyena is the most fertile womb in the community. I never understand it. The women that don't want no kids, don't even like kids, can't raise kids, don't even take care of the kids, don't pay the kids no attention. They stay pregnant. They don't never have no miscarriages. They don't never have no complications. They'll never have nothing. They have healthy babies that they don't even want. You know how long I tried to have a baby? Still ain't got no biological kids. I got a tiny sliver of hope that one day I can do that. You know how badly I wanted kids? You know how badly I wanted a little baby Crimson? Because my baby wasn't going to do nothing but be dark skinned and chubby. That's all I was going to do. Four miscarriages. 4. Last miscarriage I had was in 2009. And I was so devastated by it. I just prayed not to be pregnant no more. I didn't want to be pregnant no more. Just forget it. Because I can't bring him to term. Get excited. You don't feel nothing right then, but you just know that the baby is there. Yay. Oh. The next week or so, you cramp real bad. It's like, oh, what is this? What is this? It hurt. Hyenas. That's how they spitting babies out. That's how they spit babies out. They just spit them out like you're spitting out sunflower seed hulls. I don't get it. So I feel you, Prodigy. This fool get to have a seed somewhere. And these treacherous, trifling hyenas get to have all kind of babies. They 4, 5, 6 babies, 7 babies. I couldn't get one. And other women that I knew that really wanted children and really, I think, would have been really good moms. Telling you, it's always the ratchet ones that's real fertile. I don't get it. And I'm sorry to hear that, Bronze. And to any woman listening that has gone through a miscarriage and you really wanted that baby, that is some hard stuff. That is some hard stuff. It's like, whoa. I was getting used to the idea. You just do get used to the idea. And we women, so we get to thinking about names and we think about that stuff immediately. As soon as the pregnancy test says yes, we start thinking about baby names and how cute it's gonna be and getting little clothes and the crib and I need a car seat and I need a baby carrier and am I gonna breastfeed or is it gonna be formula milk? I don't want no formula milk. I want to breastfeed. Oh, my stomach gonna be so big. Oh, I'm gonna have this baby. Like that's what we start thinking about immediately. Like immediately. As soon as we even really think we pregnant, really, that's when it really starts. And then don't let us get a confirmation on a birth, like a pregnancy test. Oh my God. Oh my God. We finna go crazy. We about to go crazy. Like, oh my God, I'm about to have a baby. Ah. Hyenas get pregnant, don't even care. They go kill them. She got 4, but she done killed 3. Yeah, blessing. Well, Amazon wasn't really around too tough when last time, but I was cautious because I had 3 prior, so I was cautious. I did not tell my husband. I did not tell him. I only told him after I had the miscarriage. I didn't tell him about the pregnancy because I didn't want to have the miscarriage, and you know what I mean. But I was thinking about it. I was like, ooh, I only like this brand. I'm only going to get glass bottles. Because I don't know what it is about women getting plastic bottles for infants and newborns. You're supposed to get glass bottles. You used to buy Even Flow brand of glass bottles. You get you about 4-ounce bottles and 2 8-ounce bottles. I don't know what these chicks is doing with these plastic bottles that you cannot sanitize with these babies. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, I am going to end this off. But before I go, I want to say something to the ladies, especially to the young ladies. Please run away from dudes like this. Please do not open your womb or open your vessel to these idiots. He is what I mean by F19. He just a F ninja. This dude has nothing going on. When you take a look at this list, there's not one thing on this list that he has down pat. Not one. There's not one. There is not one. You can tell he's not educated. The profession is what? Being a criminal? His leisure time is what got his baby killed. So that's trash. He ain't got no money. That's trash. He just got a wealth of stupidity. That's all he got. Spiritual shot, health shot, family shot, appearance shot, dwelling shot. All of it is shots. All of it. Listen, young ladies, I need y'all to knock it off with these dudes. Knock it off with these dudes. You're not going to get anything out of it. Probably not even good sex. Okay? You don't get nothing but a bunch of drama and headaches and hardships when you deal with F19s. That is all that you get because that is all that they have. You need men who have some type of leadership going on, some type of SOS going on, some kind of logic, some type of direction in their life. Him running around looking cute all on the block and he ain't doing nothing but ripping and running the block all day. This is a F19. Do not deal with him. He stepped to you smelling like weed and butt crack. Do not. Lips black, teeth yellow, fingertips burnt because he's so busy smoking little roaches. You know, back in the day, they call them ducks. He's so busy trying to get the last duck because he too cheap to buy another 3.5. Do you understand? He the dude that ain't got no car, but he always show up with the new Jordans that drop. You see what I'm saying? Like a whole girl. When he go to get him some new shoes and some new jeans and a new shirt and he flounce around the block because he want the chicks to think he cute. That's what girls do. When I got my Adidas, the ones I was telling y'all about, I posted them on Instagram because they were new shoes. Because I'm a whole female and I wanted people to see my new shoes. Okay? Stop going for dudes that's doing the same stuff you do. Can't talk to nobody in an intelligible conversation, but you will tweet your whole life. Playing accountability dodgeball. Shout out to Ronan. All over the place. Can't pin you down with a question or an answer. Because you don't want to look bad and you don't want to look like you were responsible for something bad happening. That's all he did was play accountability dodgeball. And say a bunch of nothing. Mouth was moving, nothing was coming out but hot garbage. Ladies, you cannot. You can't do it. You set yourself up trying to think these little dudes is cute. Oh, girl, he cute, girl, he is. I don't care. He always willing to come, you know what I'm saying, give you that little stupid D he got. But he can't take you nowhere. He can't teach you nothing. You don't learn nothing from him. You can't even have a decent conversation with the dude where he tell you something you didn't know. And he a whole 6-7 years older than you. You 16, he 22, and he think just as dumb as you do. He ain't progressed no further than you in your thought processes. He live with his mama too. He got you somewhere sneaking around the neighborhood trying to get him some little raggedy top that you don't barely know how to give. And you think that's doing something. You ain't doing nothing but getting caught up in a trap with an idiot that couldn't help you out of a wet paper bag with a knife and some Timberlands. He couldn't pour piss out of a boot and the instructions is on the bottom. Okay? You can't follow nobody like this because he ain't leading you nowhere but to further into hell. Stop giving these idiots your vagina and your womb and your time. Because the only women that give idiots like this the time of day and lay with them and have kids with them is the ones that's just as much on demon time and idiot time as he is. You ain't no better than him. So I don't want to hear you come nowhere and talk about him, about what he did and what he ain't doing, because you just as stupid and shiftless and aimless as he is. You're two peas in the same stupid pod. Okay? I'm about to wrap this up. I'm going to need everybody to sound off in the comment section. What do you think about that interview? What do you think about her father? Do you think that it was his actions that led to his daughter being shot, or it's not up to him or her mother or anybody else? So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. This show has been brought to you by A-Game, a male herbal solution with 21 herbs. It is natural. No fillers, no crazy ingredients, nothing that you can't pronounce or can't figure out what's going on. So if you want to know which 21 herbs are in this and what they do for you, what you want to do is you want to go into the description box and you want to hit the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. And you want to, after you read the ingredients list, which is superb, you want to get you some A-Game, and you can get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10, that is Kendra, the number 10, at checkout. And with that being said, I want to thank everyone. I know that I did not get to everyone's super chat. When they go away, I can't see them anymore. So I do apologize for anyone that I missed. Know that I definitely appreciate all of the support that you give. So it is never gone without appreciation for everyone that sent a Cash App, I want to thank you as well. And I'm going to wrap this up and catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys